and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most, Marky Saint. And every morning I get up and I'm blessed to just be alive. I'm blessed to have my life. I'm blessed to have my shirts. I'm blessed to have a dream. And I'm blessed to have these words. When I got up this morning, I filled with hate from a social media I posted 2 days ago with me and the model in the background and people talking shit about my green pool and things unperfect. And that's why I started this morning marijuana motivation, is because nothing is perfect. It seems that our culture is obsessed with like these final products, as if all of us are imperfect in our own, as if we expect perfection but not perfection in our own lives. We want to see things polished and perfected, yet we know that everything's a process. And it just sort of bugged me that we live in a society where things can't have a mistake, when each one of us have all made mistakes. Not even one person is mistake-free in the history of mankind. Not even fake deities that we try to do that on Sunday do we give these imperfect perfections out there in this world, that as if everybody's got it together, and they don't. Let me let you a bit in on Saint's Addiction. I created Saint's Addiction because my last name is Saint. My last name was born on my birth certificate as Saint. Now, as a saint, I had to look inside myself and find that there was a lot of imperfection. And as I looked around in my world, there was a lot of imperfection. And the people that I dealt with were also imperfect too. But yet here we are, pretending that we all have all the answers, or if our lives are perfect. Every one of these people that made fun of my pool being green, either A, doesn't have a pool, or B, isn't going to come clean it, and C, isn't going to pay my bills for the pool. Yet there they were with their opinions, as if everything was put together, like as if I live at fucking MTV Cribs, like I had 50 people coming here, made my bed, pretended that my hair wasn't all messed up from, I left it literally like this morning, just so we can all keep it real. I literally wore my holy shirt and the one that I hand draw just to keep it real. I literally did a photo shoot with a bunch of pro models and made it look super cool, but it got that many likes. Yet that's the world that we live in, where it's like, I can't wait to point out someone's imperfections. Not that I'm perfect, but you're not perfect. And then there's the three fingers pointing back at us, I'm pointing the thumb, we'll count it, and all of a sudden it's like we beat ourselves up for not being perfect, right? This cathartic Catholic kind of way. And then we can't wait to point out somebody that's made a mistake. We can't wait to be like, you fucked up. Like, I don't know, what's his name, Nelson in The Simpsons? There's people that can't wait to point out how bad you fucked up. They can't do it to themselves. They don't want to keep it real with themselves. How many relationships have been imperfect for you? How many times have you been fired? I'm sure all your bills are paid right now. I'm sure that you make your bed every morning. I'm sure you're a fucking robot. This doesn't make any sense to me. The imperfections makes it better. Like, I was looking at this other girl, she's like, I like my tattoo right here. You know what I mean? She's like, it was hand poked, but it's original and it's all me. And I did a shirt the other day and it went out gray. It didn't come out all black. Don't know why. But my buddy's like, that's me. That's my shirt. That's me. I'm perfectly imperfect. I like gray. I like little oblong, intuistic little like specialty things that make it special, because it's one of a kind. Just like you are. You're one of a kind. And all your imperfections are the things that makes you custom. It makes you couture. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's couture. I'm fancy. Everybody wants to be fancy. They want the fancy cars. They want the fancy meals. They have their fancy social media. And it's like, what about on tragedy? What about the things you can't control? The people in your lives dying. That's going to happen. Part of nature. You not always being a winner. That's also going to happen. Dogs barking in the middle of the show. I can't control these things. Fucking planes coming overhead. It's just facts of life. But we don't want to believe in the facts. No, we want to be judgmental. We want to be the jury. There's a reason we have a judicial system. Because we used to be in mob mentality and then go out and hang the wrong man and not being able to undo the damage that we've done. Each one of us has done damage. And each one of us has had damage done to us. I'm sure you had perfect parents. I'm sure they raised you, never had to hit you, and you never made a mistake, never fallen off a bike. I'm sure that you know all the answers to the test. You got a genius IQ score, and even then, those people don't have it. Your boy Einstein had trouble, like looking at little things like my shoe or opening a doorknob. Your boy Galileo was right about the earth rotating around the sun, but they called him a heretic. You don't want to be on the other side of everyone being against you. So then we get in our safety in numbers. We'll get in the group think and we're like, I don't want to stand out. I don't want to speak my mind or my opinion, so I'll bite my tongue. Because this might not be the right thing to do or say or any of that. Well, none of us do. We're all scared. We're all anxious. We're all nervous when we get into social situations. We don't have all the right social cues and clothes and things to say. I'm sure we all wish we were fucking James Bond smooth and never made a mistake, but that's in the movies, you guys. They got retakes. They got editing. They got CGI, dude. Like, I'm talking about this fake world where we pretend like everything's on point. You're standing on your ex. You say the right line. Girl comes in the frame. Everything's perfect. Sunset shot. I guess we're living in the Netflix world where we're watching too much TV, thinking that the movies are real, and not believing in the process of making a mistake. I am the mistake master. I've made so many epic mistakes. It's taught me so many epic lessons right after it. I was like, oh shit, I can be in South Korean prison? Okay, you got my attention. Now I'm fully focused on this thing called my life. At first it was just so willy-nilly. Everybody's probably wondering what IDFA is right now. I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around with my life. I had to learn my lessons the hard way, and that's kind of the way I like it. Unless you're... Oh, I'm sure you got all your lessons without no bumps or bruises, right? You didn't have to cry over a breakup. You never fell on your bike and had the scar. Where's my scar? Come over you. Where's that bad boy at? I felt like a motherfucker. There it is. I couldn't feel it. I knew it was on this side. Right there. Falling off a bike. Thailand, first day, first hour. No helmet. No broken bones. And the lesson taught me to stay still for a little bit. Each one gave me something more for me to learn from. So I welcome mistakes. I've actually had a friend bummed out, man. That's for losers, right? He tried to actually loser shame me because I actually try. All these motherfuckers on Facebook because I actually try. Do they have their own brand? No. Have they ever made a shirt or made a model look beautiful or organized a photo shoot or kept the whole fucking backyard for 4 or 5 months I've been working on this bitch just so it could look good? They'll always find a fault, you guys. Don't chase perfection, and definitely don't chase haters or people that pretend to be your friends. These all people are just vampires. They can literally suck the good energy out of us. But there is good energy in us. There is this ability to be human, the smartest mammals on the planet, and say, ooh, I learned from that mistake. That's the aha moment. Like the rest of the creatures have to adapt. They have to wait for time to give them a longer beak and a bigger dick or whatever it takes to make them go further in the life cycle. We get an opportunity to try again. Our smartest people like NASA or even these guys on SpaceX doing their test flights, like, wait, let's just do it 500 feet, let's do it 60,000 feet. We don't just throw dudes in there and just go to Mars, first shot, let's do it. Why don't we do that? Because we know better. We know how easy it is to make mistakes. We know there are so many things outside of our control. We could have did everything perfect and birds could have flown by, or a hurricane, or all these other wildfires that are happening right now. These are outside of our control. Yet we try to be control freaks. We're a part of this process. Part of the process of not being perfect, part of the experience of adapting, and also on this planet for the weather to change. Change is the only constant. That's the only thing you can count on. Perfection, not so much. That bitch will leave you in a heartbeat. You'll have a booger in your nose. You'll cough. You'll get sick. You'll embarrass yourself. We're not always so diligent. This is such a controlled experiment. Like, they try to control us, like, you can't smoke weed. Like, you were gonna control people to do what they wanted to do. They already overdrink. Are you fucking serious right now? We're all free beings. And in our freedom, we get the opportunity to make a mistake. And then we also get the opportunity to learn from it. And that's the blessing. On my heart from the start. That's a Sunday prayer. Preach, reach, preach, and teach. That's what we do at Saints Addiction. If you got anything out of this, or you want this shirt, all proceeds go to Saints Giving. This is Sunday. Anything that you purchase from a saint is literally donated directly to someone in need. That's what I did. That's what I want to do with my life. Is it perfect? No. Did I miss the last couple feedings? Yeah, dude, life goes on. But at least we keep going in a forward direction. Forward is a good choice of motion, and it's the one that I'm choosing. So on this heart, I'm peacing out. I hope you got something out of this. Go subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much for sharing it with your friends or listening on the loudspeaker. I've heard I've been on loudspeaker even yesterday, and I'm like, don't put me on loudspeaker, y'all. I'm preaching for the pulpit, and I curse at mine. So peace, cheese, peace, love, cheek grease. We gonna get out this bitch. Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I'm gonna leave you with a blessing. Bless our lives. Bless this time. Bless this message. Bless the people. Amen. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.